Danny Welbeck scores Brighton and Hove Albion's first ever goal at Stamford Bridge to earn the Seagulls a point and dent Chelsea's title hopes. Watch until the end of this review to hear all of my thoughts on yesterday's match. Hello people, welcome to my channel, welcome to another video. This is my review of the match that took place yesterday evening at Stamford Bridge in the Premier League between Chelsea and Brighton and Hove Albion, which ended in a 1-1 draw. So what I'm going to do for you guys in terms of this review is that firstly, I will run you through the lineup that Thomas Tuchel fielded at the start of the match. I will then be giving you guys my thoughts on the match itself, and yes, I'll be breaking it down into the first half and the second half, and in addition to this, I'll be giving you guys the positives and the negatives that I took from the match, and lastly, I'll be giving you guys my thoughts on Chelsea's upcoming Premier League fixture that will be taking place this Sunday at Stamford Bridge against Liverpool, with kickoff at 4:30 PM UK time. So without further ado, let's get straight into this review. So we begin by taking a look at the lineup that Thomas Tuchel fielded at the start of the match, and yes, we're going to kick this off by talking about the formation he chose, and yes, it was a 3-4-3/3-4-2-1 as was expected. And in terms of the personnel he chose to field, it was Edouard Mendy in goal. The back three comprised of Cesar Azpilicueta, Andreas Christensen and Antonio Rudiger. The midfield four from right to left, including the two wing-backs, was Christian Pulisic, Mateo Kovacic, Jorginho and Reece James, and the front three from right to left was Mason Mount, Romelu Lukaku and Callum Hudson-Odoi. So that is the lineup that Thomas Tuchel fielded at the start of yesterday's match against Brighton and Hove Albion. Now, in terms of my thoughts on the first half, I have to say that we started the match really well. We were playing on the front foot. Yes, Brighton and Hove Albion did win the ball off us a couple of times in the opening exchanges, but we were defending really well and we were able to get the ball into the attacking areas really quickly and really easily. But the only thing that was missing was the final ball. But as the first half went on, I have to say that Brighton did grow into the game. They did threaten some dangerous counterattacks, but thankfully we continued to defend really well and we got the goal. And I have to say this is a brilliant goal. It came from a corner. I can't remember who won the corner, but it was a Mason Mount corner. Brilliant cross. It went straight onto Romelu Lukaku's head and he headed it home as expected, and it was a brilliant header. Robert Sanchez had no chance of saving it. He was nowhere near it. I can't even remember if he dived or not, but it was a great header from Romelu Lukaku, and there was a deserved lead at that time. But I have to say that after that, the Seagulls really did put us under a lot of pressure. They had all the shots after that. We didn't have a single shot on goal after we got the goal. And I have to say that Brighton finished the half really strongly. In a way, we were fortunate to go into the interval with the lead because of the way Brighton finished the first half. But you can argue that we deserved it because of the fact that we put the ball in the back of the net, but they didn't in the first half, that is. But yes, overall, for me, decent first half. Not the best of endings, but it was a decent first half in my opinion. In terms of the second half, dear me, that might be one of the worst second halves I've seen in a long while, but not a great start to the second half. They put us under more pressure. They had more shots on goal. They kept forcing us into mistakes. We kept losing the ball very cheaply, and it wasn't great. It really wasn't great. Yes, we did get forced into making some substitutions. Reece James did have to go off for Marcos Alonso, and Trevor Chalobah did go on for Andreas Christensen, and they both got taken off due to injury. But yes, that's the start of the second half was not great, and for the first 20, 25, possibly even 30 minutes of the second half, Brighton were causing us all sorts of problems, and I'm surprised they did not score earlier than I'm surprised that they didn't score earlier than they did, because for that period of time that I've just mentioned, in the second half, they looked like the only team that were going to score. Um, Thomas Tuchel brought on N'Golo Kante, and I felt that was the correct substitution because our midfield was a joke yesterday. It was a joke. They kept losing the ball and they were getting bypassed with ease. But yes, N'Golo Kante came on, and there was a period of time where we managed to stop them from threatening us and create some chances of our own. And Callum Hudson-Odoi had a gilt-edged chance to put us into a 2-0 lead and potentially kill the game, but he didn't take it. He tried to square the ball to Mason Mount when the defender knew that Mason Mount was behind him, and he ended up intercepting the ball and getting it away from their goal, or his goal, shall I say. But it's just poor. The end product in the second half was just non-existent. It was non-existent. The only attacker for me that looked like they were going to do something in our game yesterday was Romelu Lukaku, and I felt sorry for him out there. But overall, not great from our attackers. But anyways, the goal that they scored, I'm gonna just get straight into it because I might as well. Honestly, poor defending. Edouard Mendy, no chance. But from a Brighton point of view, great header, a deserved goal. They definitely deserved it. They were the better team in the second half, let's be honest. And they probably could have scored more had they not got that goal. Had they sorry, they probably would have scored more if that equaliser came earlier because they were that threatening. They were the better team in the second half, I'll say it again. But honestly, from a Chelsea point of view, it's not good. It's not good at all. More points dropped at home, more goals conceded at home, and with the way we played in that second half, I can only see it getting worse. And with the fact that we're playing Liverpool on Sunday, yesterday's result does not fill me with any sort of confidence whatsoever. And why should it? Because our home form has been poor recently. Yes, we haven't been losing, but we've not been winning at home. And the last time we kept a clean sheet at Stamford Bridge in the Premier League was against Norwich when we beat them by 7 goals to 0. And that just tells you everything you need to know. But overall, we didn't do enough. We didn't do enough to win. It's as simple as that. Brighton deserved their point, and it's their first ever point at Stamford Bridge. What more can I say? In terms of the positives and the negatives that I took from the match, only one positive, and I find it ridiculous that I managed to find a positive from this game given the way we played. But yes, the only positive that I took from yesterday's match is the fact that Romelu Lukaku had a very good game. I don't put any blame on him whatsoever. A few other players who I felt had a decent game, Christian Pulisic, Edouard Mendy, definitely not at fault for the goal, and N'Golo Kante when he came on, and also Trevor Chalobah when he came on. Maybe a few other players, but those are the players that I've picked out. But honestly, Romelu Lukaku had a very good game, and he's the only positive, only real positive that I saw because he got the goal, and he did try his best to pin their centre backs, but no one was really running. No one was really. Everyone else around him in terms of our attackers were just either losing the ball, not making the correct decision, or failing to test Robert Sanchez, and that's pretty much the story of our attacking play from yesterday's game. But yes, Romelu Lukaku having a very good game is the only positive that I took from the match, and I hope that made sense. But anyways, moving on to the two negatives. The first one is that we were extremely sloppy in possession in both boxes, and I've elaborated on this already, so I'm not going to get too much into it and just move on. The second and final negative is that we lost our concentration. Just look at the goal we conceded. Honestly, not good enough. Not good enough. Given the caliber of defenders we have at the club, not good enough. It's as simple as that. I don't care that we had to put Trevor Chalobah in the centre of our back three. It's not good enough. Not good enough. It's as simple as that. And that's it for my thoughts on the match. Feel free to put your thoughts in the comment section below. I'd very much love to hear them. And let's move on. Now, to finish off this review, I'm just going to go straight into my thoughts on our upcoming Premier League fixture that will be taking place this Sunday at Stamford Bridge against Liverpool, with kickoff at 4:30 p.m. UK time. Honestly, if we play the way we did against Brighton, then we're definitely losing. Mo Salah has been given the green light to play this game, so if we give him any sort of chance, or if we play the way we did in that second half against Brighton, against Liverpool on Sunday, then we're in big trouble. It's as simple as that. Um, we do have more players out with injury, well, at least I think so. Um, but honestly, we need to fix up. We need to fix up at home because um, our home form is not great. It hasn't been great all season, to be honest, but it's just not great. We've been dropping far too many points at home. Um, and it's as simple as that. We need to win. In terms of the title race, for me, it's done. It was done a long time ago. It was done when we dropped points at Everton or against Everton at home. But honestly, for me, it's done. It's done. We need a miracle if we're to win it. It's as simple as that because Manchester City look as though they're going to run away with it. But anyways, I digress. That is it for this review. I'll see you all very soon. Um, come on, you Blues. Come on, Thomas Tuchel. And peace.